Page 20. Page Action, Robert Ringer, 2004. Nothing happens until something moves. 1.5 Quietism, Atheistic Randomness and Divine Fatalism. Quietism is the most far-out and gruesome way of viewing the universe. It is the belief that the past, present, and future are all illusions of our consciousness, and that, in reality, they are one and the same. In this view of the universe, nothing can be changed, either by God or man. Everything is permanent. If so, there is no reason to try to better one's existence, because there is no future. Since Quietism gives us a universe where everything is already in place, the universe is, in effect, dead. As a philosophy, however, Quietism is a moot point. If all of life is but an illusion, we may as well try to be the best we can and reach for the highest goals possible. After all, if we're really just part of a cosmic dream, we'll never know it for certain anyway. However, in the likely event that Quietism is not an accurate portrayal of the universe, those who live life on the assumption that secular events are real, and that what they accomplish matters, are certain to be far better off than those who believe that life is nothing more than an illusion. Atheistic randomness. Most atheists believe that we live in a random universe. On closer inspection, however, we find that the term randomness is really a misnomer. It would be more appropriate to call it atheistic predestination, atheistic fatalism, or simply predestined chaos. Why? Because the atheistic randomness advocate generally believes that the so-called Big Bang, or the massive explosion from whence evolved today's known universe, somehow happened without the aid of a supreme power. And if there was and is no supreme power in the universe, everything that has been, is, or will be said and done throughout history was precisely determined approximately 14 billion years ago by the nature of the Big Bang. At the first instant of that colossal explosion, every atom was sent flying on an eternal voyage that was predetermined by the intricacies of the explosion itself. If there is no supreme power to intervene, then nothing can be changed by anybody or anything. Every detail of every event has already been set on an unalterable course. It is the ultimate fatalistic view of the universe. There is no one in control, and there is no purpose to life. Purists of the philosophy of atheistic predestination believe that if you say, "But I can make a conscious decision right now to buy tickets to the Yankee game today," not only is your free will to make such a decision an illusion, but so, too, is your belief that you think you are acting out of free will. That is, even your perception that you are making a decision to buy baseball tickets was predetermined 14 billion years ago. That's because the Big Bang propelled into the universe the atoms that formed your brain in such a way that it would think it was making the decision to purchase baseball tickets today. Likewise, atoms formed your vocal cords in such a way as to express your very words about buying baseball tickets at this precise moment in time. In short, atheistic predestination is the most extreme form of fatalism. Not only can nothing be changed, but everything has already been decided. However, as with Quietism, the question of atheistic predestination is a moot point. If everything has already been decided, we will never know it for certain anyway. So, again, we may as well go ahead with pursuing our secular goals, and, in our ignorance, keep right on believing that they're important. If atheistic predestination turns out to be incorrect, when the end comes you don't want to be caught scratching your head while those around you have been taking action all their lives. Divine fatalism. Divine fatalism, or divine predestination, is the belief that some or all of the future has already been determined by a divine power. If that power caused the Big Bang, but has not intervened and does not intend to intervene beyond his initial act, then we might properly refer to him as the cosmic designer. This leaves us with a pilotless universe that appears in many respects to operate in a precise fashion, but in other ways appears to be as random as the atheist's fatalistic universe. One could speculate that the results of the cosmic designer's predestined universe would be the same as if the Big Bang happened by itself, which, in turn, would lead one to wonder why he would bother to set off the initial cosmic explosion in the first place. Regardless, in either fatalistic scenario, the course of events has already been determined, which renders man impotent. Thus, while events may seem random, in reality they have been predetermined by an outside force, either God or a massive, mindless explosion. However, if God not only designed the universe, either by virtue of the Big Bang or by some other means with which we are not familiar, but remains at the controls and intervenes in secular life, it might be more appropriate to refer to him as the cosmic pilot. A cosmic designer doesn't make house calls, he just sits back and observes his creation. A cosmic pilot stays on top of things. So, whether God set everything in stone at the outset or is still at the steering wheel is of monumental importance in our lives. Since we can never prove which scenario is correct, again it would seem rational for one to forge ahead with pursuing his goals through an action-oriented life. Page 22.